Hello, this is ADemonicWizard on Twitch, ADemonicShadow for literally everything else, to bring you another video on the Division. This, of course, is on Incursion. They just announced, probably, I think, yesterday or the day before. This is necessarily the overview, mostly the main stuff, and then I'll add my opinion at the end. This is me just soloing in the Dark Zone, nothing too spectacular. I believe the sniper I'm using, I did go ahead and put a video on that, but I also believe I showcase the stats and everything like that in case you're wondering for my load up. The submachine gun I'm using, I believe the video is up. I may have to double check that. If so, I'll have the link in the description. And so, nextly, the main perk of it, of course, Incursion is a free update that comes on April 12th. Once again, you just need to have the game. You don't need to have the season pass or anything like that. It's going to add the Falcons Lost, which will be the first Incursion. It's necessarily going to be a harder mission. Even harder than necessarily on challenging, because necessarily what's gonna happen with this is that if you do die, you're gonna restart the whole mission all over. So you're definitely going to get a good team, a good tactical team. Get mics and everything like that, and communicate with each other. So that way you guys can actually go out beating this Incursion. There will be matchmaking for this in case you're not able to get a team. There will be a gear score recommended for hard mode and challenging mode, because that's how the Incursion is going to be. What's also pretty good about the Incursion is that it is going to have a weekly reset, but the first time you do the Incursion each week, you'll have better chances of getting loot than the previous. So let's say the percentage of getting a high end is 50% the first time you beat it. Each time you beat it after like that, we're not sure if it's going to decrease. So let's say if the first time you beat it, you have the 50% chance, and then it goes like 40, 30, 20, 10, or if it's something where it's the first time you beat it, it's 50%, and then each time after that is 10%. So we're not sure if it's necessarily going to have a decreasing rate, or if it's just going to go from the first chance and then every other shot afterwards. But I'm sure we'll definitely find that out when it comes out. The reward will have best/new gear and weapons. It will be better gear than anywhere in the game. It also will have new named weapons. There will also be gear set items. And what's pretty cool with this is that these gear set items, if you have them all equipped, you will gain a perk from having them all equipped. Now, I'm sure it's going to be better than the armor we have now, because these new gear sets, until you have actually the whole set of armor, you don't have any perks on them. So like, one of the armors I have is overheal, which is why I'm able to heal myself with the damage bonus and damage defense bonus for my healing. It also, because of that ability on my armor, it grants overheal, which is why I'm able to overheal past my max health. So we're not necessarily sure what those are going to be, but assuming that you have to have the whole set, it's going to be probably spectacular. Once again, back to the difficulty. Hard mode will require the relevant of the current level 31 high gear. Challenge mode will also require the new gear set. So of course you'll do the hard one a few times to get hard new gear set, and then challenging to necessarily get the rest, or do it again. We're not entirely sure if hard mode is going to have its own gear set that you need to acquire before doing the challenging mode, which will have its own gear set. We're not entirely sure how this is going to work, but once again, we'll find out when it comes out. The new gear set that they're actually adding in is necessarily going to be like a bright green. What it's also going to do is that they're going to change from the level cap. So once again, my level is level 30, Dark Zone 54. I'm not sure about the Dark Zone level, if that's actually going to convert into the scored card. But it's necessarily, instead of being like a level 30, it's going to calculate all your armor and weapon. It's necessarily going to calculate to a different number. So instead of being 30, it could be like 80, 100, and you'll be able to increase that as you equip more gear set, and of course drive to get better loot, so you can actually be as strong as you possibly can be. Another thing about the gear set that they're releasing, so far there's going to be 4. There's going to be a sniper gear set, a combat assault set, there's going to be a dark zone, believed to be a solo oriented set. So I'm sure it might be something where you get all the perks once again for the gear set, or if it activates if you're playing solo, and then there will be a support tech type of gear set. So we're not really sure what once again those abilities are going to get when you actually have all the gear. So it could be something where it just gives you a big bonus of like decreasing like your cooldown for once again the support tech bonus of like 50% or something like that. But anyway, you can get the gear set from Incursion, blueprints that can be bought. Not sure if that's with credits, Dark Zone credits, or Phoenix credits. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be Phoenix credit. They're going to be dropping challenge mode missions. Not sure if that's just any challenge mode or these specific Incursions, and you'll also be able to get them in the Dark Zone. So pretty much playing most of the high-end stuff will necessarily be able to get you to get this loot, which is pretty cool, so you don't have to specifically do this Incursion. Another thing that they're adding to the division is they're also adding trading. Players can drop items and give other players in the group that were present as you got the item. You'll be able to trade off. The restrictions are in the Dark Zone, you have to go to a checkpoint to trade the items, aka the safe area. Drop loot can be picked up by all players in the group, so you definitely want to be people you like. I mean, if you're going to be trading, you're more than likely going to be people who like, but if you're trading, if you're on a team of 4 and person A drops it for person B, then person C or D can pick it up, which hopefully people aren't dicks. The item that can be dropped and traded but multiple times within a 2-hour pickup. So it's pretty cool if you necessarily want to, let's say if you drop a weapon that necessarily everyone has, but you wanted to see if this weapon is better than yours before giving it off to your friend. Because of course, if you find the better version, you of course want to maybe keep that for yourself. But if it's like a weaker version of the same weapon you have, and have lower DPS, and you don't necessarily need it, you can probably give it to a friend. He'll if he has one, he can compare it to see if it's better than his or not. Then you can trade it to another player and see if it's better than his, etc., etc. So that's definitely pretty cool, especially when you're coming, necessarily it kind of increases your chances of getting a weapon you're looking for by 4. Or so let's say if you're looking for a specific item or necessarily the gear set, you can necessarily trade between that, so you can necessarily find the item faster, which is pretty cool. They're also adding assignments. Assignments are pretty much they're going to be weekly and daily missions. You can earn Phoenix credits and vision techs from these assignments. They say they're necessarily going to be good rewards, so once again we'll find out if they're really worth it once they come out. And then examples of what they might be is like killing 10 cleaners. Killing 10 cleaners itself is not an easy one, so I'm not sure how much what you can reward from just killing 10 cleaners. It could be necessarily like 1 or 2 division tech, which I mean, yes, it'll be worth it, because you can do that while doing something else. But I'm hoping they do something harder that takes a while to actually do, instead of just popping in, doing it, and leaving. Maybe something that takes like an hour to do, something like kill 10 name cleaners or something like that, and then have that chance of getting better rewards and more more Phoenix credits, more division tech. But I'm sure we'll see once again when it comes out. What they're also adding to the Dark Zone is they're adding supply drops. Supply drops will happen every hour. On the hour, they'll be on different locations on the map, and of course they'll have very good rewards. On the hour, every hour, I'm not entirely sure how that's necessarily gonna work. It works. That actually works pretty fine. That's pretty cool how they're doing that. I'm just sure that usually the people who are owning that Dark Zone location will probably get them on, because it takes no more than an hour to go from one location to another. But at the same time, we don't know what the span is going to be, because there will be a notification that shows up on everyone's map that shows, hey, a supply drop is here. We're not sure if it's going to be like a minute after that alert comes up, 30 seconds, something like that. But I'm sure those people who initially have the best weapon, it's going to be the people who have like the best weapon are in a party, and everything like that, who actually spent hours and hours in this game making the best weapons and best armor and everything like that, and finding that are probably most likely going to be getting these. And more than likely not going to be as, I don't know, it could be as good as what they already have, but once again we'll find out. They're also adding only the first group will get the reward, so it's pretty cool that it's a group. So we're not necessarily sure how it's going to be if you have to kill all the enemies, because each supply drops will be protected by hard enemies. I'm assuming they're going to be level 32, and we're not sure if you can actually bypass that with like a security link and just open a case and then run off, and then the loot's yours and you don't have to worry about it. Another thing about the loot is that they will not be contaminated, so you don't need to extract them. So once you get them, it's your party, so it's yours, and then you guys can have 2 hours of trading to see what's going on. And next thing, another thing we're adding is a Spectre's cam. When you die in a group mission, you'll be able to follow other teammates, be able to see what's going on, and then you can once again switch between them, so you can provide tactical aid to them, so you can watch their back, so you can prevent them from dying and everything like that, which also works perfect with the Incursion. So in case you do die and go down, because once again, if you die, you're starting over, it's nice to be able to assist your friends with making sure that they don't also go down as well. Gear sets. Once again, there will be 4 gear sets. Finding and equipping all 4 pieces will unlock a new ability. Once again, it's never been before. It's a never before seen talent for your agent, which developers once again are not revealing. There will also be set bonuses when you have a specific number of set pieces. Once again, that's the score that you're having. So you can have let's see, if you have 5 armor pieces, all equaling 100. When you equip them, you'll have like a score of 500, and then you can switch, between multiple armors, so what's the best. And of course, will be labeled. Different gear sets are per different play styles. Once again, you're not gonna be a support tech bonus user using the combat assault set, because the bonus probably won't help you. Just like if you're not a sniper, you're not gonna have the sniper gear set. So it's pretty cool with the trading, is that if you have a sniper in your party, you can actually trade. That you'll go ahead and assist them with getting that sniper skill set, so they can actually can have that skill bonus that will definitely help them next time you're doing the Incursions. The gear set will have other talents that we already have, which is weird because in the game itself, when they were showing them off, the gear set didn't have any abilities on them right now. So it's pretty cool that they'll also have talents. So you're not necessarily sacrificing your talent for the overall perk that you'll have, but these definitely will be better since they have perks, and then the ultimate gear set perk, which hopefully are worth more and are stronger than what we already have. Otherwise, there's no point of adding them. Once again, they said they're going to be more powerful than the high-end gear pieces that we have, but you have to equip the multiple numbers of items to get the buff. But gear sets don't have gear talents. It also helps to have a group synergy with the players with having group sets. Other than that, the gear score, after you reach level 30, you'll be measured by your gear score. Now you don't have to and then what's also they're doing is you'll no longer see that they're level 30. So if you go into the dark zone or just any time and ever, you'll see people who are level 30. Instead of them being level 30, it'll now show their score. So if you're level 500, score 500, whatever, you'll see that instead, so you know who you're matchmaking with, who you're playing with, and who's the weakest link and everything like that. The gear score once again is calculated by the gear you're wearing and is based on the quality and item level. Gear set is also including in matchmaking. Matchmaking will also include items in your inventory, which is weird. I can understand gear score is matchmaking. So let's say if you have to be level 500 to be in a mission, it's not going to party you with someone who's level not 500. Matchmaking will also include the items in inventory. I'm not necessarily sure what that means. I'm not sure if that goes by the weapons you have, but we'll necessarily find that out. Once again, the gear sets the gear scores can boost your abilities beyond your level and are tutored as a new way of leveling up for the top level players. Once again, people like myself who necessarily spend hours in the game, this will necessarily push you beyond the limits of level 30 and everything like that. So it's pretty cool that they're giving more high-end content for us to have. It kind of sucks because there's nothing in here for people who are working their way to level 30, so it's kind of the whole tedious of start this game, get to max level as fast as possible, then the fun begins. But overall, it's pretty cool that this free update is coming through once again on all platforms on April 12th. Then we'll come in with their standard Tuesday maintenance and everything like that. outside that, that pretty much was the Incursion and all the news and all the facts and a little bit of my opinion on it. It's overall a very good thing. We're not sure if there's necessarily going to be like a balancing platform that comes in with this, and then balancing something, fixing some glitches, aka echoes that I can't collect, even though I collected them. But I would definitely put the link to the Reddit post that has all this information in case you want to go over it again. I do want to thank you for watching. I'll definitely be streaming this as the patch comes out in case you want to join me and doing these Incursions or whatever and going to the dark zone. You definitely can. Outside that, I do want to thank you for watching. I do want to thank you for supporting. If you want to go ahead and show that support, hit that thumbs up. You can go ahead and share this on your Facebook or whatever. I once again doubly appreciate it. Until the next video, ADemonic out.